大家好，欢迎来到我的小博客。Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria and we're learning Chinese here. In this video, I will walk you through the most confusing words that you may come across on your HSK 5 test. This is the second part of the video. The first one is up here. We had words starting from letters A to F. And now let's continue with letter G. Okay, so the first set of synonyms includes words gǎijìn, gǎishàn, gǎizhèng, and wánshàn. Gǎijìn and gǎishàn both mean to improve, but gǎijìn is more about modernizing, optimizing some kind of process to make something more progressive and efficient. 改进教学方法 to improve teaching methods. It can also be a noun, 进行改进 to implement modernization, to implement improvement, or 对某一件事情做出改进 to introduce improvements into something. 改善 is about making something better than it is now. For example, 改善生活 to improve life. 改善住房条件 to improve living conditions. 改善经济环境 to improve the economic environment. 改善两国关系 to improve bilateral relations. 改善 can also be a noun. For example, 我的汉语尚待改善. My Chinese has yet to be improved. Or 生活得到了改善. Life has improved. 改正 means to fix, to correct something wrong or erroneous, normally about a mistake, so all you need is to remember the collocation 改正错误 to fix a mistake. And the last synonym in this row is 完善, which means to perfect, to complete something. 不断完善治理体系 to constantly improve the governance system. This one can also be an adjective meaning perfect, complete. For example, 他的回答已经很完善了. His answer is already perfect. The next word is 感想, impressions, thoughts, reflections that you have after some kind of experience or encounter. For example, 你对这件事情有什么感想? What are your thoughts on this matter? Or 看了这部电影，你有什么样的感想? What are your thoughts after watching this movie? You can express your impressions, 发表个人感想 or share them, 交谈感想. 感受 is a synonym of 感想. 我终于能够了解你的感受. I finally can understand what you feel. 强烈的感受 a strong impression, a strong feeling, or 深刻的感受 the same, deep feeling, strong feeling. But 感受 can also be a verb. 我同情他所有的感受，因为我也感受过。I sympathize with what he feels because I felt the same way. 格外 means especially. It's a synonym of 更加。下雨的时候骑自行车要格外小心. You should be particularly careful when riding a bike in the rain. Or 老师对留学生格外照顾. Teachers take particular care of foreign students. This is an adverb and it goes before an adjective or a verb. And it should not be confused with a very similar word, which is yóuqí. Is also translated into English as especially, but 格外 strengthens the degree of something. Yeah, like 格外小心, particularly careful, and 尤其 adds another layer of information. For example, 我喜欢游泳，尤其喜欢在大海中游泳. I like to swim, and especially in the sea. 他各门功课都好，语文尤其突出. He excels in every discipline, especially in languages. 拐弯 means to turn a corner or figuratively to change a direction. 拐弯要慢行 slow down when you turn a corner. 拐弯抹角 is about speaking in a roundabout way, speaking indirectly. 有事就说呗，不要拐弯抹角. If you have something to say, say it. Don't beat around the bush. 广大 means vast, extensive, as in 广大地区, a vast area. It can also mean numerous, like 广大听众 a big audience, or 广大观众 a big viewership. guǎngfàn means extensive in scope. For example, 广泛的兴趣 wide interests, 广泛的支持 wide support, or 广泛的影响 extensive influence. The next pair is 规律 and 规矩. So 规矩 is a set of norms, rules that you're supposed to follow. 按规矩去做 to do something according to the rules. 遵守规矩 is to respect these rules, and 打破规矩 is to break these rules. And 规律 is a recurring regular pattern. For example, 自然规律 laws of nature. The next pair is 果实 and 成果. 果实 means fruit, literally something that you pick from a plant. For example, 摘下树上的果实 to pick fruit from the tree. And it can also be figurative, 劳动果实 fruits of labor. 成果 can be used only figuratively, and it means achievements or gains. 科学成果 scientific achievements, and 取得出人意外的成果 is to get unexpected, surprising results. 何必 is a more formal way of asking 为什么一定要? It's a rhetorical question, why, suggesting that there is no need to do something. 何必去那么早? Why go so early? 都是好朋友，何必客气呢? We're all friends here, there is no need for ceremonies. 缓解 means to relax, to ease something. For example, 缓解痛苦 to ease pain. 缓解眼睛疲劳 to ease eye strain. You can also 缓解困难 or 某一个问题 to ease difficulties or some kind of a problem. Next pair is 艰巨 and 艰苦. They both mean very difficult and both can describe work, but 艰巨 means difficult because it's huge in amount. For example, 这个任务非常艰巨. This is an arduous task. It is a huge task. Now, 艰苦 is difficult because it's tough. It's hard to bear. For example, 艰苦的生活 a tough life. 艰苦的环境 difficult conditions, or 艰苦的奋斗 a hard struggle. So the two are very similar, but the first one is more about the sheer volume of the task, and the second one is about physical or psychological suffering. The next word is 坚决 means resolute, determined, about behavior, attitude, or position. It's normally used as an adjective, 坚决的态度 a firm position, or as an adverb, 坚决反对 to strongly oppose, 坚决支持 to strongly support. 认识到自己的错误就要坚决改正. Once you know you've made a mistake, you should resolutely go fix that. 尽力 means with every effort, to spare no effort, and can be put before a verb. For example, 我一定尽力帮助你. I will help you as much as I can. 我尽力克服这个困难. I will spare no effort in overcoming this difficulty. Or it can be used as a verb in itself, meaning to spare no effort. 这件事上我们已经尽力了. We've already tried our best in this matter. 你可能做不到这一点，但应该尽力. Most likely you can't do it, but you still have to try. 既然 is a conjunction, meaning now that, since. 既然你不要就给我吧. Since you don't want it, give it to me. 既然这个方法不行，我们试试另一个吧. Now that this method doesn't work, let's try another one. And 既然如此 is a set expression meaning since this is the case. The next set of synonyms is very frequently confused. 决定, 确定, and 决心. 决定 means to decide, to resolve. 学校决定了取消这个专业. The school decided to cancel this major. And the very common structure is 对 something something 做出决定. 对这件事我还没做出决定. I still have not decided on this matter. 决定 also means to predetermine something to be crucial for something. 他的贡献决定了事业的成功. His contribution predetermined the success of this enterprise. And for this meaning, there is a collocation 决定因素, which means the decisive factor. A very similar synonym as 决心, which means to make up your mind. If 决定 is about making a decision, simply like picking one option out of several, 决心 is about your will to achieve something, like you finally make up your mind, you finally decide to do something. 我决心好好学习读研究生. I have decided to study hard and get a master's degree. 决心 can also be a noun, and most likely you're going to hear it in the phrase 下决心 or 下定决心, like to come to a decision, to make up one mind. 我下决心爬泰山. I have decided to climb the Taishan mountain. 我已经完全下定了决心. I have totally came to a decision. And 确定 means to be sure. 你确定吗? Are you sure? It also means to set, for example, time and date for a meeting. 领导来确定开会的日期和地点. The boss will set the time and place for the meeting. 运动会的日期还没确定下来. The date for the sports competition has not been set yet. 抗议 means to protest. 抗议行动 is a rally. 对某一件事情提出抗议 to protest against something. For example, 他们对种族歧视提出抗议. They protest against racial discrimination. 刻苦 means assiduous, hardworking. 刻苦学习 means to study hard. You probably know the word 努力 and it is very similar. But 刻苦 is more about somebody who is not afraid of hard work, who endures hardships to get something. And 努力 is more about putting your every effort into something and not being distracted by something else. So in the example with studies, you can think of it this way. So this one is 刻苦, like the kids study regardless of hardships, and this one is 努力. She studies hard, she's not distracted, like she studies instead of partying, for example. 立即 and 立刻. From what I researched, they're absolutely the same in meaning. They both mean immediately, at once. And like in every resource that I checked, 立即 is explained by 立刻, and 立刻 is explained by 立即. So I don't think there is that much difference between them. And probably the only difference is that in some collocations, one variant is more natural than the other, so I think it's better to learn the collocation. For example, 立刻出发, to depart immediately, and 请立即恢复, please reply immediately. 陆续 means one after another in succession. 客人们陆续来了. The guests arrived one after another. In the first part of the video, we had the word fēnfēn, which also means one after another in succession. But fēnfēn has no specific pattern. For example, 秋天到了, 树叶纷纷落下. The autumn has arrived and the leaves are falling one after another. And 陆续 is like one after another, meaning in line. 开会的人陆续走进会场. The meeting participants enter the venue one after another. 轮流 means to take turns. 工厂轮流上夜班. The factory workers take turns to work night shifts. 我们班班长是轮流做的. The class monitor is a rotating position in our group. 盼望 means to look forward to something, to be eager for something. 我们盼望会见到你. We are looking forward to seeing you. 他盼望找一个海外的工作. She's eager to find a job overseas. 批准 is to authorize, to allow, to approve something, usually about a higher authority. For example, 批准计划 to approve a plan. 批准工程 to approve a project. 我的要求得到了上级的批准. My request has been approved by a senior authority. And the last word for today is 迫切 means pressing, urgent. 迫切的问题 a pressing matter. 迫切的要求 an urgent demand. Okay, so that was it for today. Like this video so that you do not miss out the third part. And good luck with your test preparation. 谢谢大家耐心观看，下次再见，拜拜。